shit. There's like tons of them.
Oh.
And this guy's theory was to take his helmet and throw it off to the side so it would be like movement and distract them, and they'd attack that, and he'd paddle the shore. And all three of them got together, and the American guy was on the right side, and the other two guys were together, and they were so close they could, like the guy in the middle like couldn't really paddle. He was just kind of like, you know, trying to move along with them. And so they figured if the bigger we are, the bigger we look and more intimidating, like maybe we'll be okay. 15, 18-foot croc comes up, grabs the guy, pulls him out of his kayak, disappears. They never see him again. His backpack floats up, and then his stuff's floating downstream. The other two guys get out of the water, and I think I'm telling the story pretty good because I read it like 5 times online too. And they got out of the water, and then there was a little village just down, and there was a little bridge over, and there were some boats, but the boats were all dry docked. And they went down, and in broken English, there was one person that could talk to them or whatever, and they said, you know, our boats are not in the water because there's too many crocs here. Like, we know not to go in the water. Because they were like, we need a boat, we got to find his body, we got to try and save him, you know. And then they went to this bridge and watched this stuff like float by.
That's the same story.
Yeah. And the guy wasn't supposed to be on the trip.
And there was about the guy, the kayak flipping and then pulling his body out under the kayak.
Yeah. Brutal.
They're monsters. There's a show called Uncharted.
Dinosaurs.
They really are.
Yeah.
There's a show called Uncharted by you ever seen that show?
Yeah.
My friend Jim Shockey is
Florida.
That's 15-foot fucking alligator they found in Florida strolling across the golf course. And the next day they found a giant rattlesnake strolling across a golf course. Look at the size of that thing.
I was friends with Steve Irwin. So I used to go to...
God, look at the size of that thing.
It's massive.
It's on a golf course.
Here's the thing. I think there's a misconception about the crocs, and they actually talked about this because I used to be friends with Steve Irwin before he passed away. He actually had me hand feed a 13-foot croc. Scariest